Hello, IG family. It's Monday. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture. I've got so much to talk about that I have to put it in order. But we're going to start with a hug because sometimes I forget because I'm excited. So come on. You never know who needs the hug. This is the week for Thanksgiving. So shout out to the bakers, to the cookers, to those who are preparing. Hope it is a great week. Well, Curls and Scoop. We're going to talk about the AMA Awards, the American Music Awards. We're going to break it down. But we're going to talk about Chris Brown. He was supposed to do a tribute. Michael Jackson's Thriller is 40. He was supposed to have Ciara. He was supposed to perform. Then they decided, Chris Brown, we're not going to use you. A lot of people took it as a diss to Michael Jackson. But there's some kind of problem they got with Chris Brown. Chris Brown did win Best R&B Male Artist, and when his name was called, the audience booed. That's when Kelly Rowland, my girl, said, hold up, y'all need to chill out with that booing. And she explained, he really is a great performer. But I think his past and everything associated with him hurts him. I often hear people say, Chris Brown could have been as great as Michael Jackson if he didn't have certain people around him. Some people think that he's bigger than Michael Jackson. Now, this is where the ages come in. I'm a baby boomer. Michael Jackson was in a class by himself. Started from a little kid. I think they're two great entertainers, two different entertainers. I don't think that you can do that comparing. I don't even want to hear that. I'd be like to... Chris Brown is a great entertainer, but does his past, do people hold it against him? The abuse with women, most notably Rihanna. There was another incident last year when he tore up the Good Morning America set. Child, Robin Roberts will never want to see him again. But do you think things in his past, a record executive said that he's a gangbanger and he hangs around too many gangs, he's affiliated. Could the people that you hang around or the circle that you're in keep you from ascending? Because Chris Brown is a great entertainer. But why did they get rid of that? See, I don't think it was a diss to Michael Jackson, even though they should have did something, because Michael Jackson's Thriller was the best. Greatest album. Let's unpack the American Music Awards. Pink stole the show. She came out there from her intro on the roller skates, singing Hopelessly Devoted to You because it did a tribute to Olivia Newton-John. Pink was that woman. It was the night for Taylor Swift. They said she made a surprise appearance. I believe she walked away with 6 AMAs. She's won more AMAs than anyone in history. Lionel Richie got the Icon Award last night. Now wait, and you can go back and watch because you know they showed this stuff on YouTube. It started off rocky with Stevie Wonder and Charlie Puth because, you know, Stevie goes left sometime. But then they brought it back in when they did We Are the World. And it was great. It was a great tribute. And he thanked everyone, including his little 33-year-old girlfriend. I said, go cousin, do your thing. Y'all know I love Lionel Richie. One scene with the new rapper Glorilla. I had to say it like that, y'all, because the first time I said Gorilla, you know, I've been getting stuff mixed up. Glorilla performing with Cardi B, who was a surprise. She got to learn how to lip sync. She was so excited and just jumping up like, I'm here for Cardi B, I'm here for Cardi B. She got the lip sync, and because someone said, Mike, do your song. That was a funny moment last night. But the American Music Awards, I found Wayne Brady and all of his costumes and suits. I thought it was entertaining. But the American Music Awards, can't wait to hear what the ratings were. I'm not going to be surprised if they weren't good because the clips from award shows do better than the actual award show. We're gonna get back to Wayne Brady because I think he's gonna win Dancing with the Stars. You know, the finale is tonight, and I got Dancing with the Stars scoop. Got to get back to Lionel Richie. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame aired this weekend, and you can still catch it on HBO. It's 4 hours long. I was like, it's gonna take me a week to watch this. I watched maybe an hour and a half. So I still got over 2 hours to go. What I saw was incredible. Duran Duran, wait. Here I am, a 59-year-old woman sitting in the middle of my bed, singing Hungry Like the Wolf and Rio and the Reflex. And I'm telling you, the 80s, I loved Duran. I still love Duran Duran, and they sound good. Pat Benatar looks amazing to be 70. Amazing. I was like, who else they do? I saw the end of Dolly Parton, her tribute, Jimmy Iovine. It'll come. It's 4 hours. I'll be watching it all week. But what I saw was very good, and the performances were really, really good. They comes on with Duran Duran. So that part was good. Let's talk Dancing with the Stars. The finale tonight. Next year, the show which airs on Disney Plus, it's going to look different. Cheryl Burke, who has been a dancer since the beginning, is angry. They won't make her a judge. She says, I'm out. Because she's, I'm tired of doing this dancing. I want to be a judge. They won't make her a judge. She's leaving the show. Len Goodman, cranky old man, cranky old judge, he's leaving. And they're like, who's going to take his place? Will it be someone older to represent, you know, maybe, I don't want to say age bracket, but that time. Len is leaving. Cheryl Burke is leaving. Over the weekend, I had a chance to see former First Lady Michelle Obama. Her book tour came to Philadelphia, The Light We Carry. This book, such a great stocking stuffer. Hoda Kotb was the moderator from the Today Show. She just brought up stuff when she went into the whole menopause thing, because she was like, how come people don't tell us about it? Which is why I talk about it all the time. Because anybody that's behind me, I'm like, look, y'all, the loss of sleep, the night sweats, the mood swings. This is me in menopause. Because your body changes and you change as a woman. And I guess a lot of people don't talk about it. She talked about that. She is now wearing her hair natural. She's wearing braids. She said, I couldn't be in that White House wearing no braids. They got mad at her arms. They got mad at Barack wearing a tan suit. How dare he? She said they would have lost their minds if I came out there with braids. And they would have. And they would have. She talked about life. She talked about challenges. She addresses so much in this book. And if you're looking, sometimes it's good to read things that pour into you. Michelle Obama, The Light We Carry. That book is that. I want to take you back to the 70s. Bruce Lee was a Hollywood icon. He was a kung fu expert. He died 50 years ago. He was only 32 years old, and he starred in some of the biggest movies. Enter the Dragon, Return of the Dragon. He was the Green what? Kato. He was the Green Hornet. In the Green Hornet, he was Kato. How did he die? He was 32 years old. They said it was brain swelling. So they're like, did he get hit in the head? What happened? 50 years later, they're saying that Bruce Lee died of too much intake of water. We're usually told you gotta drink more water. Apparently, according to Bruce Lee's wife, he was on a fluid-based diet of just carrots and apple juice. And he drank a lot of water because apparently he smoked a lot of weed. Wait, they wouldn't put weed. They put cannabis. I said weed. But apparently he had too much in him. His kidneys could not flush. And body went kablooey. He had swelling of the brain. But I just was like, wow, too much water. Really? Yeah, Bruce Lee. Brandy is coming back as Cinderella. She's going to be one of the stars of the sequel to The Descendants. If you have young kids, you know The Descendants, that Disney Plus show. Brandy is coming back as Cinderella. China McClain is going to be also, but it's a sequel to The Descendants, and Brandy has landed on her feet. Any fans of Indiana Jones out there? Because Indiana Jones 5 is coming next June. You got to pay real close attention to the beginning. because in the beginning of the movie, they're using an aging process on Harrison Ford. I think he's either real close to 80 or early 80s. They're going to use this de-aging thing on Harrison Ford to go back to the year 1944 when he was the young Indiana Jones. Then it flips to 1969, the current Indiana Jones, and I guess he's like he is. But does that sound creepy to you? He says when he saw it, it was creepy to him. He was like, wow, y'all really did that? It's a de-aging thing, technology. Actor Lawrence Fishburne made a shocking admission, and I mean shocking. In a conversation with Jemele Hill on her podcast, he talked about how he used to be a woman abuser. He said it was during his first marriage. He had anger management issues, and he had to have years of therapy. He was asked, I guess she was like, how you play Ike Turner so well? He said he didn't want to play Ike Turner because he knew of his own past, and he turned down the role 5 times. He said he got a very good therapist to help him deal with the anger management. That's one of the regrets of his life, how he was during his first marriage. Ike Turner was no joke, and Lawrence Fishburne, he should have won an Academy Award too. He played that role, and maybe that's why he could give you that stare. And just Ike Turner, great musician, but as a human being, and then with them drugs, it just made him a totally demon person. But Lawrence Fishburne played that role, and now I guess we kind of know why. But he says he didn't want to do it. And he said during filming, it would take him back to a dark place that he had I'd overcome this. Interesting. I'm so glad he got helped. A lot of people don't want to turn to a therapist. They don't think that they need help. Thank goodness he went and got help. Singer Keisha Cole, her life story is coming to Lifetime. She's 41, and they're like, it's getting a life story. Yes, it's going to start filming at the end of the year. And Mary J. Blige, we're going to be able to put author next to her name because she's coming out with a children's book called Mary Ken. It's coming out next May. She says she wants kids to live out their dreams and not let anybody be a dream killer, because in life, you're going to run into dream killers. I got a whole bunch of stuff on here I talk about. I'm sorry, we're not finished. Shaquille O'Neal is on the cover of People magazine. His amazing 19-year career. He has a new HBO 4-part documentary talking about his life. How does he go from being this great basketball player to TNT analyst, and the mistakes that he's made in his life, including the marriage to Shawnee and how he wasn't a good husband. Can we talk about Trey Songz? Something is going on with the singer, because now another woman is coming forward with, he abused me. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Can somebody get Trey? What's going on? What is going on, Trey? You're another one getting in the way of your own career, so promising. Janae Aiko, her and Big Sean, they welcome their son. First Wives Club is streaming on BET Plus. Jill Scott and the crew are back. And on a final note, Kyrie Irving, he has donated $65,000 to the GoFundMe account of Shanquella Robinson. She is the young woman who was murdered in Mexico. Went on a trip with friends, found out they wasn't her friends. They were robbing her. They took $10,000 from her. She was beaten. She was assaulted. They left. How the hell do you go home knowing this girl is dead? Saying alcohol poisoning. No, her neck was broke. And there's a video that shows her being attacked. Why it's taken so long to arrest them? They should all be rounded up and arrested. All of them. Why is it taking so long? There's a GoFundMe. I know that her parents are devastated. I'm telling you, thank God for that video, because people would have been walking around thinking, oh, she died of alcohol poisoning. No, she was murdered. And Kyrie Irving, you can say a lot. I know he's returned to the Nets, and he's making headlines lately, and the NBA tried to, you know, really ban him. Kyrie Irving, thank you. And I say this because I'm not even a big Kyrie Irving fan. I know I always say that. I've just never been one like, Kyrie. He gave $65,000 to this woman's GoFundMe. Can they arrest these so-called friends? And justice could be held for Shanquella? I know I'm schizophrenic because I don't know what. We start off silly and then we get serious. And look, thanks for joining me. It's not cute not knowing. It's not. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.